nothing. Good afternoon. Hello, my love. Hi, Charles. Hi, Camille. Oh, my goodness. Here we go again with this camera. It's tripping. Yes, it is definitely Tuesday, Charles. Yes, it is. This is Drag A Tramp, or I'm sorry. Let's see. The title is Trash A Tramp Thursday. Now my browser has lost connection to my camera. Let me check, Camille. Hold on, sweetie. It's been a rough day. Hold on just a second. I think I did. I got a few emails. Hold on just a second. Y'all hold tight. Okay, sweetie, you sent it yesterday? Did you send it yesterday to my Hotmail, Camille? I'm checking again. Let's see. Hi, Barbara. Hi, Michael. Hi, Dawn. Hi, Urban. Hi, Laverne. What do you say? It has been a rough day, and I believe you, but through it all, God still has you. Yes, He does. But you know what? Sometime, Michael, we got to talk to the devil in a message and in a way in which he understands. Hey, DJ Wilma. How are you, love? Hi, Crystal. Hi, Laverne. I'm doing good. How are you, sweetie? I'm struggling with these emails. Okay, you sent it today about Tamala Man. Okay, I haven't checked my emails today, so let me look, let me look, let me look. I saw her on a video earlier today, her and her husband, and they were commenting on Malcolm Jamal Warner's passing. Hi, Tawana. How you doing, girl? Ain't seen you in a while. Okay, let's see. I see Charles sent one. Okay, here we go. Let's see. There we go. I sees it. Okay. I got it, baby girl. Thank you so much. Hi, Fonda. How are you, sweetheart? I'm in the hospital 3 days. Oh my God. Are you okay? Oh, sweetie, I'm praying for you. I sent your mail. It should be coming soon. And Camille, I think I could probably put this up tomorrow. Is that okay with you, sweetie? Because I got a little bit of something I got to address today. And I'm going to apologize in advance. First of all, my camera's tripping. It goes on and off. And I'm about sick of it. I'm gonna have to get me a new camera. Okay, Camille. I appreciate you sending it to me too, because it's definitely important. You know, people be out there lying left and right on people. Oh my goodness, Fonda, I am so sorry to hear that you're in the hospital. I hope you get well soon, sweetie. 3 days. Jesus. I know them hospitals are no fun. I was in it last year. I definitely understand. Urban said, I understand, Fonda. The hospital is my second home. Boy, rent is high in the hospital. Rent is definitely high in the hospital. Hence the other reason why I don't care for the healthcare system. I think it's just a big ripoff. They do a lot of stuff just to get that insurance money. Watch. Whoa. Nothing wrong with his wife next to Kim. Oh no, Charles. I just read it. I'm late. Holly, you're not late. You are right on time. You ain't missed a thing. Stay right where you are, sweetheart. You ain't missed a thing. I had to get up and go get my iPad so I could check these emails from today. So you haven't missed a thing. I'm so glad to see y'all today. But before I go on, first of all, let me apologize in advance. They're going to keep me to hydrate my renal so I don't have to go on dialysis. Oh my goodness. Yay, crazy Charles. That's just oh. I listened to the live last night, and I'm sure he was talking to certain people. I'm doing good, Fonda. I'm just a little irritated because this child then sit up there and put my name in her mouth again, and I would ignore it usually. But in this particular case, now she putting a lie out there that I want no association with whatsoever. But before I go into all that, let me first apologize in advance in the event that I slip and say a few cuss words. Because I'm very pissed. I ain't gonna lie. I'm very pissed off with this chick. Absolutely, C. Gonzalez. She can't seem to shut up. She can't seem to shut up. And she can't seem to stop fighting with everybody. And she gonna F around and find out. Okay, Fonda, you relax. Don't you worry about nothing. You just sit back and listen, sweetie. Hi, Jess. How are you? Hi, Dawn. Hi, Tawana again. Hi, Lawanda again. Yes, ma'am, we are. I am. That is crazy, Charles. Let that woman alone. Leave her be. The doo-doo bird instead of the should have called herself the doo-doo bird instead of the owl. I call her the black pigeon. Tawana said, who, auntie? That black pigeon over there in Canada? The one that's a new member of the Gap Band. Somebody dropped a bomb on her. Baby, they dropped a bomb on her. With her stank behind. Michael says, Fonda, I lift you in prayer for I am a 2-time kidney transplant patient. I feel you, so be stress-free and prayerful. Take care of yourself and trust God. Amen. The dumb hoe from Canada. Yeah, but this ain't gonna be too satisfying for Lawanda. Because she don't know. She likes to put people down. And she especially, she's very disrespectful to her elders. And I'm no, I'm sorry, I'm old school. I respect my elders. Clearly, she was not taught the same thing. So, what they fail to realize is when they disrespect their elders, they get something they don't expect. See, us seasoned folks, we've been around a while. We done learned a few things. We done learned a few insults here and there, and really ain't gotta cuss them out. Absolutely, Camille. Let's have prayer. A prayer for Fonda. A moment of silence for Fonda, so she can just know that we're praying for her. Amen. Good news. No stroke this time. Amen. Oh, that's wonderful news. That's beyond good news, Fonda. That is wonderful news. Holly says, has she picked herself up a bra yet? I don't know. I don't even pay attention to them orangutan things. I really don't. But before I even start dragging this heifer, let me just update a couple things. Um, let's see. I've been watching a lot of the news lately. I don't like to really talk about politics that much, so I try to steer clear of it. However, I did hear today, and I don't know if you guys did. Michael says, I do not know the lady from Canada, but when they mess with Auntie Mickey, I am warning you, step back and drive in your lane before I pull you over. Oh, thank you, Michael. She better be careful, huh? Yes, Fonda. And you have all our strength. Yes, man, Ozzy Osbourne passed away today. Yeah, I was pretty well, I wasn't surprised. You know what? I hate to sound like that. Yes, she better, Michael. She better. The thing about Ozzy Osbourne is that that man has been through so much. He's done so much abuse to his body that I'm quite amazed that he lived to be 76. He lived a pretty old age considering all the damage he's done. So God blessed him with some extra time. He just had a concert, Crystal. I didn't know he was still performing. My goodness. Let me see if I can get this camera to work. Dang. Imagine Ozzy, I'm laughing at his Auntie Mickey LOL. Okay, what is that? Who named their channel? Who named their thing Auntie Mickey LOL? Who is this? I want to know. Auntie Mickey LOL. Imagine Ozzy, I'm laughing at his grave. Okay, that's kind of morbid. Oh, great. Here we go with this jackass. My bad. Okay, mods, apparently uh we've got our work cut out for us today. We've got that same troll in the house. Thank you, DJ Wilma for the $20 super chat. Let me put that up for you, love. We don't play about Auntie Mickey. Thank you, DJ Wilma. Rest in Not peace, Ozzy. Okay. Hi. Hi, rest in peace, or rest in no peace, not peace. It's been 2 months, Mickey. I missed your stream. Has it been 2 months? And it's really hilarious that you're back again. How about that? After a while, we'll just ignore you if you really getting off on that. But, you do you, boo. Anyway, yeah, it's just one troll, Fonda. It's one troll, and he's got several accounts. So sometimes we got to just ignore these people. Yes, Lawanda, he's coming in different. Oh, hi, prophetic proverbs. Okay, who's messing with my auntie? Just chiming in. You do not disturb other people, auntie. Do not have diabolical people, your energy, and keep your peace. Oh, I'm keeping my peace. I'm definitely keeping my peace, sweetheart. But sometimes we got to put them straight. Sometimes we just got to put them straight. Ain't got to necessarily cuss them out. Although I must admit, sometimes I let one fly every now and then. But yeah, this one here, she gotta go, and so does this troll right here. You know what? Let's let the trolls just hang out for a minute. Let's ignore them because all he's doing is putting money in my pocket. That's all he's doing. He thinks he's bothering us, but he's not. Yes, we accept your ignorance, troll, by paying you no mind and stepping all over. Amen. Thank you. Okay, Don, that's cool. That is cool, sweetie. Yes, even a dog gets tired, Lawanda. Let me try this camera again. Oh, there it goes. Finally. I hope it stays that way. Hi, Retretta. The words can get your channel flagged. Yeah, but I can always fight it. I did not ask. Yeah, I did not ask. LOL was banned in their comment. Yeah, I just removed them. He hasn't said anything too bad. He's just being annoying. He's just being annoying. I've had him come in here worse than that. Thank you, Michael. You're so sweet. Thank you so much. Okay, so first thing I wanted to talk about, and there's not really much to talk about, but I'm not sure you guys heard about the Trump administration has released a file on Martin Luther King Jr. Okay, that's one of the things I wanted to discuss. I saw that on CBS News, and apparently, when Trump campaigned for this latest election, he promised his MAGA people, especially, "I'm a seer. It's you know who, no name." Oh, say less, baby girl. 60 years too late, Charles. Isn't that something? Isn't that something? They've been waiting on that since 1968. That part, Michael, that's the whole thing that's the point I'm trying to get across. It's just it's a distraction. It's just a distraction to get away from the Epstein situation. I didn't even bring my slip of paper in for that. I wrote my notes down and I didn't even bring it. But apparently, the family, yes, I was going to say that, Crystal, the family, they didn't want it released. But from what I understand, that the information that was released isn't really all that relevant anyway. It more or less covers the pursuit of um, Ray, the one who shot him. He removed his statue from the Oval Office. Wait, he removed his statue from the Oval Office. Charles, who removed what statue? You talking about Trump removed his own statue? Or he removed my Martin Luther King's statue? Oh my goodness, he did. Yes, Barbara. And isn't that something? Those files were sitting on that woman's desk, and then all of a sudden, boom, they're not there. Isn't that something? Yes, Willie D. I didn't get to see that today. Right, Urban, I know. I know. I'm not tripping about him, though. I'm not tripping about him. He ain't thinking about my little tired channel. They are still talking about Epstein, and his ex-girlfriend is supposed to go to the Yeah, I missed Willie D today. I like watching Willie D. I missed a lot of stuff today because I had to work. Michael says Trump will not, because I believe they are a part of this child blank trafficking. SE, the connection, why the prosecutor on the Diddy case was fired, and it was not because of Diddy, but her building. Yes, her connection. Definitely her connection. Definitely her connection to the Department of Justice. You know what, LaWanda, that's another thing I wanted to talk about. Um, how disrespectful people have been about Malcolm Jamal Warner's passing. These snide remarks about black people not being able to swim and whatnot. And you know how touchy of a subject that is with me, because that's how I lost my son. And for somebody to come out and say something so nasty and so derogatory, for someone to come out and say something so nasty and so derogatory in this time, just lets me know just where this world is going to, where these people are going to. They're going straight to hell. They're going straight to hell. The CNN anchor for CNN. He's an anchor. Oh God, here we go. Oh, my camera's tripping. I believe it's C. Gonzalez. I believe he could swim. My son could swim. That was the mystery of it all. But that's where I learned about these currents and water temperature and things of that nature. Water is nothing to play with, especially if you've had something to eat or you've drunk something, and or drank alcohol or smoked something herbal, if you know what I'm saying. It can definitely have an impact on you when you get in that water, and your body can go into sudden shock. So it doesn't surprise me. Yes, Retretta, people are demons. They have no life, wanting to try to make other people miserable. Well, here's the thing. CNN reporter and chief national security analyst. His name is Jim Sciutto or something like that. Sciutto. He announced his drowning death of Malcolm Jamal Warner, and rather than pay respects to Malcolm Jamal Warner, or condolences to his family for that matter, he goes straight into talking about what Malcolm Jamal Warner said about Bill Cosby back in like 2015. He just went into a straight interview that Malcolm Jamal Warner had about Bill Cosby. And I just thought that was just so disrespectful. Yes, CNN is fake news. I've come to realize that. But I thought that was just so disrespectful on the part of that anchor. I would think that they would have a little bit better etiquette than that. And the people, of course, went in on him in the comment section. But the lady that he was doing this commentary with, I think her name is Brianna. She's another reporter on that channel. I agree, Tawana, or reprimanded in some way, because that was very, very that was just disingenuous. That dude is really off the chain. He might get sued as what. You never know, Retretta. But Brianna brought the conversation back around to Malcolm. But this was not the time nor the place to focus on what Malcolm said about Cosby's legal troubles in that particular interview. You know, it this is about Malcolm. He passed away, and all you could talk about is an interview that he had about Bill Cosby. Have you really lost your mind, man? Or are you just high? I don't understand it. I don't understand it. But let that be somebody else, you know, of another persuasion. Let that be one of them. It'll be on and popping. Boy, they'd be having protests in the street. I'm here to tell you. Hold on just a second. Let me see. Hold on just a second, y'all. Okay, sorry about that. I'm trying to get my camera in order, but it doesn't seem like it want to act right. So if it pops back on, let's see. Michael says, "Oh yes, Holly. Yeah, I heard him speak about that too." Michael says, "Say it, Auntie. We have to leave negativity alone and respect the man's death. His family is hurting, and those who loved him, absolutely, including his fans. A lot of us, we brought our kids up on Malcolm Jamal Warner on the Cosby Show, and that was just the start of them." Tassie says, "Oh, I just missed it." Tassie says, "Current is extremely strong and dangerous. A Navy SEAL would drown in a into a in a current. It's not a promise you will service. God bless his soul and his family." To everybody. Amen. I agree. I completely agree. And like I said, I completely understand how this family is grieving because I've been in their shoes. You know, we couldn't figure out why that boy, well, he wasn't no boy, he was a grown man as well. He was 33 years old. And both of his boys watched it happen. And that's what broke my heart the most. They both watched their daddy go down in that water, and he couldn't come back up. That's right, Holly. 2 days. We got another day left, or another person. I tell you the truth though. It ain't nothing more than a notion. It's more than a notion. Yes, we will make some noise. Ooh wee. Well, let me see what I can do about this dadgum camera. Yes, the conspiracy theories is what I'm having a problem with as well. And I think I don't I spoke on it yesterday because again, it was still kind of raw with me. And I don't I think right now it's not a good time to start with that, making content on a negative level, um to make it something that it's not, but I see that already happening. No, Lawanda, I didn't hear that. You said, Auntie, did you hear 3 other people were with him in the water? One still in the hospital, 2 other deceased. What? Were they family? Oh, God. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Retretta says, I grew up on that show. I think it was Wednesday night when it came on in New York City. We, my brother and I, popcorn are ready. I also watched reruns and enjoyed all. You know what? I was grown when it came out. Okay, Retretta, you saw that on YouTube? Okay. Being said in the media. My goodness. I agree, Fonda. I was grown when the Cosby Show came out. As a matter of fact, that's when I had my second child. So, oh, and 2 survived. Okay. Oh God, that's a relief. But still, one is still in critical condition. That must have been one heck of a current. Yeah, unfortunately, people get on YouTube and get things discombobulated. And sometimes they don't have their facts completely straight. And sometimes I don't think it's their intent to, um, dissuade the public, but you got to be certain about what you talk about. And I made that mistake not knowing that video that I made about the young lady who gave up her law degree. I had no idea that video was 2 years old. It popped up in my new home screen. Okay, I think it was Willie D channel. Okay. See, it's we gotta be careful what we take in on YouTube, you know. But I try to watch the same credible people. If I ain't never seen them before, I don't too much pay attention to them. You're right, Barbara. Those currents are no joke, but very, very deadly. And just to give you guys a little bit of a background, what happened to my son. It could have been made out to be a conspiracy theory if somebody really wanted to grab it and hold on to it and make a story out of it. But my son took his family up to a place called Alder Lake Campground. And Alder Lake Campground used to be a town many, many years ago. Okay. And back in 1947, Tawana says this is allegedly there was someone else pulled from the water with him, but the waves were turbulent. You have to be careful. Absolutely. Absolutely. You got to be careful. But this lake that is at the campground sits on top of what used to be a town, and the name of the town was called Alder. Excuse me. The name of this town was called Alder, and they when they built the Nisqually River Dam up here in Washington State back in 1947, they intentionally flooded out a town called Alder to make a lake. Okay, hence the reason why the name of the lake is Alder Lake. So at the bottom of that lake is a town with a lot of tree debris and old building debris. And that's happened in other countries and stuff like that. I think there's another town in Australia that's similar. And I'm not sure what's down at the bottom. Oh my goodness, Barbara, I am so sorry. My nephew's uncle drowned last week in Mobile, Alabama. They pulled him out 4 hours later. Oh, child, I waited by that shore for 24 hours. It took them 24 hours to find my baby. Wow. My best friend lost her niece in the water on July 4th. She went too far out and they weighed her in Galveston Beach and they to wait for her to come back. So sad. Oh my God. So she passed too. See, that's what happened with my son. He went out, he took his family out for the 4th of July weekend. Child, Retretta, look, I not only stay away from oceans, I stay away from rivers, I stay away from lakes, I stay away from swimming pools. The only body of water I'm going to get in is in that bathtub. And that is it. Wow. Yeah, it did a number on me. Oh, you've heard of the story, Fonda, about Alder Lake? It's more than an ocean. But here's the saddest part. Oh, you know what, Urban? I got past this yesterday because yesterday was my son's 7th anniversary of his funeral. So that was Malcolm's death was the trigger. Lily, you know what? I'm going to just pray for paperwork. That's all I'm going to say about that because this is not the time. If you want to look into stuff like that, that's fine, but to put it out there publicly so soon, I just think it's horrible. I do too, Lawanda, and that's only because I've experienced it. But the creepy part about my son's situation is that the lake that he drowned in, there's been several others that have drowned in that same lake around the same time of the month in different years. That's the creepiest part about it. Now, I'm not saying that that has any, you know, spiritual anything to do with anything, but I can imagine something like that getting out if he were some kind of a celebrity. I could just see that going to someone's platform and making a big conspiracy theory out of it. And I just, yes, it is. I feel it is an accident as well. And yes, Carol. How are you, Carol? Good to see you, sweetheart. Let me see if I can get this camera working again. I stay away from all large bodies of water growing up in Inglewood, California, which is close to the beach. I only let the waves hit my legs. Child, me too. Last time I went to, no, not the last time. The first time I went to Hawaii, it was the year before my son passed. Hi, Namaste. Um, the first time I went to Hawaii, I walked out into the water, and that's about all I did too. My daughter's uncle on her dad's side died in Lake Washington. Oh my goodness. Crystal, what was his name? What was his first name, if you don't mind telling me? Was it recent or was it a long time ago? Because I knew somebody that happened to in Lake Washington as well. Yes, they say it's the townspeople of Alder seeking revenge or something like that. I can't exactly remember. What? Wow. 2 years. Lord have mercy. LT, I believe it was, as Lake Lanier. Wow. Wow. Well, I'm telling y'all the truth. That's where I lost my baby boy, Alder Lake, July 7th, 2018. And his funeral was July 21st. So yesterday it was very triggering. Oh, Jesus. Well, it just goes to show, you know, we all have a time. Yes, these lakes are deep, very, very deep. Yes, Michael, it is very real. Again, that's why I say I feel so much for this woman, this wife. I feel for this man's daughter. I feel for his mother. Oh, I feel for all of them. It's an awful thing. And I mean, for a mother to lose their child, that's just not normal. Oh, God bless you, Carol. We missed you too. I'm glad to see you, sweetheart. No closure for your daughter. Crystal, I'm so sorry. Um, Playing games, are you asking how old was my son? He was 33 at the time. Yes, Holly, I'm not fooling with anything that can cover my head. And I can swim, but I haven't swam in so long that I'm not even going to try to do it. Yeah. Yeah, he was 33 years old. Well, I'm a firm believer that everything happens for a reason. Your son died at 33 as well, Charles. Oh, that's very hurtful, even when they're grown. Even when they're grown and they've got a life ahead of them and they've got a family. My son had two boys. Two boys. One was 4, almost 5 at the time. He's the one that you guys see peeking in every now and then. 2016. Oh my goodness. The one that Xavion, the one that was in the videos. And he's the one that's always jumping around and always up under me when he's over here when I'm doing live streams and stuff like that. him and his older brother, the boy that I put the young man that I did his graduation. Good to see you, Louise. Bless your heart. Thanks for stopping by, sweetheart. I love you. Yes, Jesus was 33 when he was hung on the cross. That's right. Wow. I love you too, Tawana. I love all y'all. I really do. We can sit here and we can talk about these things and cry on each other's shoulder and still get through it. And I appreciate all of you guys. I really do. I really, really do. But we are definitely spiritual enough to understand who's in control, you know. And I'm so grateful that he's an understanding God, because we can be human at times. Lord knows I can. But we have a forgiving God, and I just, you know, even Jesus got mad when he tore up the temple, when they were selling goods in the temple. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, there I am again. This camera has got a mind of its own. Holy cow. Well, I'm going to smile while I can. I smile while I can. Hey, Angelina Harris. How are you, sweetie? Well, this next segment, it's a necessity that I have to do this, because this little girl won't leave me alone, so I'm gonna have to let her know I'm not the one. My father was 33 when he passed. It's been 46 years. Oh my goodness. And you know what? It's still the same. It probably just feels the same, doesn't it, Fonda? My God. 33. Isn't that something, though? The age of 33. Holly says, my mama always said, when your time is up, it's not going to matter where you're at or what you're doing. That's right. Oh, I'm going to keep my energy, Urban, but I got to do what I got to do for me. So, what happened with the MLK stuff? From what I understand, Eye of Crystal, the information that they came out with was just kind of like FBI and CIA articles. They focused more on, and this was like 230,000 pages of paperwork. Find a reason to smile in life if we can't smile for someone else. Malcolm last. I love that post. I saw that. Okay. Yes. Hi, Design Fire. So apparently, the information that that the Trump administration has released. Okay, Fonda. Okay, sweetheart. Well, I'll hopefully I'll see you soon. That's right, Crystal. Um. Oh my goodness, I lost my train of thought. Um. The information that they released is not all of the information. There's some information. Oh, bless your heart, honey. Thank you. Thank you, Tawana. Okay, namaste. Um, the amount of information that they release is just a lot of paperwork, but the majority of it is following the hunt for uh, Ray. What was his first name? What's his first name? It's really escaping my brain now. Okay, somebody help me. What's his name again? His last name was Ray. Oh my goodness. What did I do with my notes? What did I do with my notes? James Earl. Thank you, Charles. James Earl Ray. They chased him around. First he ran off to Canada. And then he changed his name. And then he went to Great Britain. He ran to Great Britain. Yes. He ran away to Great Britain. And at that point, I think he did a video explaining himself. But the real information that people want to hear are the recordings that the FBI did that have been under seal. And I believe those are going to be released in 2029, if I'm not mistaken. No, 27. I'm sorry, 2027, which would include the FBI tapes, because they were tapping in. The government took MLK out along with the Kennedy brothers, and that's the word on the street, so to speak. What we call the YouTube streets now, that's what, that those streets back then believed that. But nevertheless, there's FBI tapes out there where they were monitoring him. They were monitoring Martin Luther King. They were monitoring Malcolm X. They were monitoring people a lot back then. Hi, Lisa Caffey. How you doing, sweetheart? So again, hi, Lady of Elegance. So those recordings are the ones that are very. Who was she? Who was who, sweetheart? Is that for me? Tawana? Who was she? Is that question for me? Um, the recordings that they're going to be releasing later on down the line. Yes, J. Edgar Hoover. This is the cold part about it. Oh, it's okay, Lisa. People got lives. I understand. I'm glad that you've got a lot going on, sweetheart. That's a blessing. Doing them cakes. We missed you too, sweetheart. But there was a very well-known recording that the FBI had of Martin Luther King in a hotel room with a woman. And J. Edgar Hoover was such a jerk. I'll put it like that. I could call him something else, but I won't. He was such a jerk. He took that video, that recording, it wasn't a video, and he sent it to Coretta, Martin's wife. I am still upset about the redlining. What's the redlining, honey? I am still upset about the redlining. I'm not sure I understand what you mean, sweetheart. Or do you mean the redlining? Because that was kind of crazy too. That was pretty crazy. But nevertheless, the family, they didn't want those recordings out because the family felt that James Earl Ray was not responsible for Martin's death. And that has been their narrative. They believe that someone else. Oh, the one in Canada, Crystal. That one. Am I having a panel tonight? I wasn't planning on it unless somebody wanted to jump up here later. Oh, you know what? That reminds me. I have one other thing that I have to do tonight before I speak about this chick. Um, I told you guys last week that every week I wanted to promote a channel, right? Last week I promoted uh, the music. I always get this wrong. The Music Network. It's Uncle Mike. I always miss a word in there. The Music Recording Network. I promoted his channel last week, and I'm encouraging people to, check out these other channels if they haven't already done so. Um, so I'm not sure how many. Oh, redlining. I kind of thought that's what you were talking about, Tawana. Yeah, that is kind of upsetting how they did us back then. But yeah, Uncle Mike, I promoted his channel last week, and I like to encourage people to go and check his channel out. To remove the blacks, yes? Yep. Or to congregate them into one area. That was the main purpose of the redlining districts. They were not allowed to buy homes in certain areas, so they clustered them into one community. And in the case of Seattle, Washington, it used to be the Central District, which is where I grew up. Oh, has he, Barbara? Wow. So, um, when they gentrified that area, they came in there. They were literally coming in droves. Those clear people on behalf of the city were coming through trying to convince. Yes, you may, Urban. Please do. You guys also check out Urban Media Productions, her channel. She's got her channel started, and she's got some great content that has to do with starting new business, how to make money, all kinds of very knowledgeable things. I encourage you guys to check out her channel. But the thing about the gentrification, it kind of backfired when they redlined and they gave us this one area that we're allowed to go purchase homes. That turned out to be prime property later. So they sent them white folks to come around and try to talk the black folks out of selling their homes. And for a while it didn't work. But as the older people started dying off, the children, the offspring of those families, those couples that owned property in the Red Line district, this happened in the crack era, of course. So a lot of the kids, unfortunately, were on that stuff too. And, you got somebody coming through the front door or coming to the porch asking you if you're willing to sell your house. And they're giving you a nice chunk of money for it. You know, they started selling the homes to these people. Now it's a whole different color. Are they doing that now in DC, Charles? Wow. Yes, they did, Tawana. They really did. They've been, man, It's more than a notion. It's more than a notion. That's all I can say. But I wanted to promote another channel today as well, as Urban Media Productions. Uh, I don't know if any of you have heard of Lady Latifah. Yes, Charles, moving the blacks to the suburbs, which is where now I am, and it's considered the new hood. Kent, Washington is now the new CD. That's where they pushed us all south, you know. Yes, absolutely, Michael. Hi, LW. How are you, sweetheart? So, yes, they've been doing that for quite some time. Started with the Redline district, then they realized how prime that property was later, and technology started sprouting up all over the place, especially here. I can't speak of other cities, but especially here in the state of Washington, specifically Seattle. Um, that's the home of Boeing. Hi, Emma. How are you? That's the home of Boeing. That's the home of Microsoft. Google is over there. I mean, technology, every which a darn way. And with that comes a lot of young students that are just out of college and getting uh, jobs with these huge corporations, and they have to have somewhere to house them. So they're building these high rise apartments all over the place. And it seems like there's more apartments than there are people, which I don't understand. Why do you need all this? Yes, Seattle is the tech state, Jess. You already know. We already know, don't we? Crystal knows too. Hey, Thay. Hello, sweetie. I'm so glad to see you. I'm so glad to see you, sweetie. We were just talking about you the other night. Where is Thay? Honey, Thay is grown and sexy now. She is doing her thing. Oh my goodness. But I'm going to move on and get this knocked out. Um, it's something I had promised myself I wasn't going to do. I wasn't going to entertain. I haven't been paying attention to this woman. When does it get cold in Seattle? It gets cold in the winter. It gets cold in the winter for sure. That's for sure. Thank God for heat. You and me both, Jess. I want to throw mine out right now because it keeps turning off my camera. Okay, Thay. Well, I'm glad you're here, and you got perfect timing too. I'm about to take out the trash. You know what I'm saying? Oh boy, here we go. Sorry about that. Well, anyway, I hope you guys don't mind looking at my avatar. My avatar. But Miss Maggie seems to have a problem with Auntie Mickey still. And she's bumping her gums about me and Lady Letitia. And as I stated earlier, Lady Letitia is a very good content creator. She covers a lot of uh, the royal family. She dabbles a lot in the royal fam cowboys avatar. That's supposed to be Raquel Welch Lawanda. Oh my goodness. But Lady Letitia is she's got a beautiful spirit, wonderful spirit, and right now the thorn in her side is Maggie as well. Um, just to give you just a tiny bit of insight, who don't want her as a commentator anymore. I'm not, I don't understand, Lawanda, who don't want her as a commentator anymore. If you're talking about Maggie, I don't think anybody want to deal with her anymore because she can't seem to stop picking with people and then playing the victim. But what she does is she goes around and trolls people's channel to listen to what they're talking about. And if someone mentions her name, then she wants to go in. I don't care about all that. But when you lie on me, right, the lady you talking about, she don't want me. Exactly. Um, they've got their own little beef, and Maggie doxed her. Maggie got this woman's information off of the internet, and on a live stream, she started she didn't throw it out there in a sense that she started giving the information specifically, but she kept insinuating, like, I know what your daughter's name is, I know where your daughter goes to school, stuff like that. Auntie, he's not showing on our side. Who's not showing on your side? Auntie, I am in Florida and I work for a strong black woman. Desire, I don't understand what you mean. Auntie, he's not showing on our side. Who's not showing on your side? I'm like clueless. Right, she's definitely stepped over the line. And I really like this lady. She has good content. She's got good subscribers. Yeah, she is. She is downright foul. But see, my thing is this: she seems to think that Auntie Mickey is weak or something. She seems to forget I'm 62 years old. I done come up with a few things to say about your behind, and I don't have to cuss you out to bring you down. Because that mangy, malignant mutt can take several seats, as far as I'm concerned. That was not what I posted, Auntie. Okay, I'm confused. Tawana, you said, Auntie, I am in Florida and I work for a strong black woman. That was not what I posted. I'm not sure what you mean, sweetheart. Yes, Camille, she's very disrespectful and she's very limited in her intellect. She's very limited in her insults. She's very limited in her all around vocabulary. Exactly. Very evil. Well, she needs to come up with some new innovative insults, for one thing. Her vocabulary is so limited. It's like it's on house arrest or something. Like it never leaves the block. I mean, for real, for real. Big sad sack of sea sediment. I'm sick of her. But see, she set up here and put a lie out here on this internet that I don't appreciate. Now, she done set up there on her platform and said to the world that I fell in love with Quiet Storm. The reels are on. I don't know what you mean, Tawana. Yes, she's a liar and jealous of everybody. She's jealous because everyone gets along and she don't. Oh, the trolls are active. Yeah. And she put this lie out there that I fell in love with Quiet Storm, and that's why she went in on me. And she's, saying all the most, and clearly she has no concept of what a marriage means. I got a whole man here at home, and she's very well aware of that. but clearly she don't have no concept of what a real man and a real relationship is. See, I don't do online relationships. I don't chase men online, such as she. Probably play games. Hi, wheels and sticks. Absolutely. You're being trolled, Tawana. Who's trolling you, sweetheart? Who? Point them out. Point them out, sweetie. Pew, pew. Out here scamming people. No, she doesn't, Barbara. She ain't got no respect for nobody. All that bug spray she got in her house, and she told on her nasty self. I keep I keep bug spray all over my house. You just told on your nasty self. Maybe if you close your legs, maybe the flies will go away. What's Auntie? What's up, Tawana? Autine, Autine. Is that me or is that a typo? I'm not understanding. Who is Autine? I don't see him. I don't see him, honey. Who's trolling you, sweetheart? Okay, hold up. Who is trolling Tawana? What's their name, Tawana? Autine? I love your avatar. She's sporty. If you are foul, it makes your entire package foul. However, if it is anything I hate is a woman with no tact about herself. Okay, can you block her? Or him, her? I don't know who this is. Michael, do you see? Okay, you said, I love your avatar. Who are you talking to, sweetheart? Because I don't see anything. Maggie's not gone. She's got another channel now. She's trying to get monetized. Her mama should have swallowed is what she should have done. It's getting on my nerves. Maggie is a joke. She needs to stop flapping her nasty gum disease mouth and clean her kitchen. Her content is nothing but disrespectful. For real, Holly. Yeah, this is getting strange. I wouldn't be surprised if it's her sending her people in here. It wouldn't surprise me. Absolutely. That stuff about Meech. She said some stuff about Meech that I'm sure for a fact she would have never said to his face. Tawana, can you hop out and come back in? I'm not sure. Are they just I don't understand why nobody else can see this person, sweetheart. Hop out and come back in, sweetie. It might be from her. Thank you, Carol. Yes, Danny did break it down. They have blocked the mods. I don't see how they haven't. I'm not a mod, and I must be blocked as well. No, Meech is not the one to play with. Hi, Fonda. Welcome back, sweetheart. Well, if anybody else happens to see a troll come in here, let me know. 'Cause I don't know what else I can do, but because I don't see them. Hi, Nadine, Auntie Mickey. A sure sign of what you are doing, what the Lord is having you to do, is when the devil gets on your trail. Don't let the trolls distract you. Oh, trust me, I'm not distracted, not in the least. Sometimes you got to talk to the devil in a language in which he understands. Exactly, Thay. Exactly. But the things that she said about me, she would have never said about her in his face. And if she feels that way about him, that further lets me know just how much of a true 304 she is, Miss Gappy Doo. I'm glad you're back and doing good, though, Fonda. That child looked like a walking, talking herpes cluster. She need to take several seats, and that's for real. And I hope she watching. Oh, thank you, Michael. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. There's something weird going on here. It's not just, I don't know. I don't know what it is. If it's YouTube, if it's StreamYard, because my camera is kind of in and out. It's kind of in and out, and I don't understand why. It's more off than on. Oh, I'm okay, hon. I'm not gonna get into trouble. I'm just the energy talking about her. It's okay. She spends her whole live stream talking about people, and if she ain't gone, I know they ain't gonna mess with me. But I done said what I gotta say about that mangy mutt. And no, Meech don't want her funky behind either. She thought she was gonna play him and got played. It backfired. Hey, wait a minute, where'd she go? Hi, Kathy, how are you? How you doing? Okay. Tawana, you all right, honey? Is anybody bothering you still? Oh, okay. See, this is some strange stuff. This is strange to me. This camera pops on out of the blue. And then we got invisible trolls in here. I am back. No. Okay. They ain't bothering you. Good, good, Kathy. We missed you. We missed you. Oh, well. I think that I'm just about done with this live tonight because there's been some strange stuff going on. And I don't want it to pass over onto anybody else. But I just had to say what I had to say. I'm telling you, Auntie, the devil is mad. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. But see, she's got such a foul mouth. And to sit up there and spread that lie about me, I'm not playing with that. I got a whole husband here. A whole husband who loves me dearly as I love him. And to sit there and say that I fell in love with that gentleman, she got it twisted. Now, I'm not trying to call that man out of his name. I'm not going to do that. But please don't put that in my thing. All right, Charles. You have a good one. Yeah. They're there for another EKG. Okay, Fonda. Will you take it easy, sweetheart? Nothing, Tawana. Just a few insults. Hey, Emma. How are you, sweetheart? Auntie, make sure you ain't doing nothing behind that camera. You ain't got no business doing. I'm just sitting here staring at the screen talking. Auntie, what is wrong with your comments from people tonight? We need to work on comprehension when reading comments. I don't know exactly because I wasn't reading some of the same things. Thank you, Louise. I didn't see. Okay, LW, I don't understand what's going on. I guess there were some trolls in here that weren't visible to all of us. But yeah, that. Hi, Melinda Webb. Thank you, Melinda. Welcome. I'm glad to see you. I'm from the D. Who I need to talk to? I got to talk to someone up there in Canada. I hope Lady Letitia is successful in her endeavor with the police. Yes, because she's getting out of hand. But I wanted to promote Lady Letitia's channel. Um, she's very dope woman. Got a beautiful daughter. She got a beautiful, beautiful daughter. And when somebody doxes you, the way that woman has doxed her, that's a dangerous game to play. Glad I got your channel. I feel like I really know you. I know all of y'all too. I love you guys. Thank you, Tawana. Thank you. I see. I don't play about y'all either. I don't play about y'all either. But just today's promotion is to please pay Lady Letitia's channel a visit. She does content on Meghan and Harry, the royal family, um, and other different content that we all see going around the internet. And LW is just Maggie. She can't help herself. She's got the itchy scratchies again. Maybe she's out of batteries or something. Who knows? But she'll find some more. Thank you, Michael. No, she's not. She's not happy with herself. Absolutely. Absolutely. But that bullying stuff's got to go. It's got to stop. And she's fooling around with too many people, and it's going to get to the point where YouTube is going to have to do something about that girl. But she always tries to claim the victim. Oh, wow, that EKG was fast. Yeah, LW, I think she does have issues. Oh, 2:25 a.m. Bless your heart, Louise. Well, you go to bed, baby girl. Get you some rest. I'm going to close this chat down in a minute or two. I think an hour and a half has served its purpose. I love all y'all. And I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. Please, please, if you ain't too busy, go check out Lady Letitia's channel. I think you would enjoy it. She's real sweet and she's real mellow. I think you guys would like that. Okay? So, love one another, y'all. I love y'all. I'm about to shut this thing down. They did they did it in your room. Okay. Good. Okay, Thay. We gonna talk to you later, okay? Love you guys. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Hey Mickey, hey Mickey. Oh Mickey, you're so fine, you got my mind. Oh Mickey, you're so fine, you. Oh Mickey, you're so fine.
Hit the like button. It don't cost you nothing.